when you guys added the governance on top of the to make it so that you guys can eliminate the problem in the future in case major upgrades need to be done to the network. So you solved that problem, right? Was there any other problems that you guys solved that you saw Bitcoin have that you guys went and solved? Like, for example, like the treasury?
Well, yeah. So actually, one of the things that we did in Decred, and I think is easily as important as all the other features that we're having, is the tension that we built into the system.
And when you talk about the tension, what does that mean? Like the incentives?
Yeah. So the incentive structure is created in a way where everybody actually has to play for the system to work, but it also incentivizes everybody to play, and therefore they are going to play, right? Yeah. So if we made voting optional, people wouldn't, right? If we would have not rewarded people for voting, they probably wouldn't. Some of them would, some of them wouldn't, right? So, but the fact that you can get a reward, that is actually, and if you look at the cumulative, compound interest that you can get from staking, you're going to outperform any financial instrument that exists.
So the
today.
staking, what do I do? Do I need to keep voting to stake, or what do I need to stake?
So staking is actually kind of interchangeable with voting. So so what we call staking is you purchase a ticket that you're going to vote with in the future. So but the act of voting is going to reward you.
And how often are there opportunities to vote?
Every block 5 times.
What would I vote on every time? 5?
So we have a permanent agenda, and that is, was the prior block valid? And that is actually to prevent bad actors in the network.
So I get a reward just from voting yes, it was?
Yes. And that might sound a little silly, but it does a couple of things, right? So we have a built-in mechanism to prevent a bad agent from continuing on, or forking or doing bad things that we don't want, right? So the stakeholders can veto, a miner. That is why that agenda is important.
I like that.
Right, and not only that, though. So don't forget that all this is actually protecting the network as well, on top of it.
Do I need to be at my computer? And
No. So that you select a stake pool, so you can do. Sorry, this is all so simple and every day to me that I just keep going over it. No, but there's 2 ways of doing it. So yes, there's that way that you sit at a computer. Well, you don't sit at a computer, but you have a wallet living 24 hours on the internet.
And voting on your behalf.
Right. Okay. No, so that votes for yourself, and then you have stake pools that will vote on your behalf.
Okay.
So they cannot take your funds because there's 2 keys involved there. So there is a key that allows them to vote with, and then there is a funds key, if you will, right? So they can vote for you, but they cannot
transfer funds.
Right? So, and the way that works is you set your voting bits, your preferences, and then when your vote gets called, those bits are used, and they use that voting key to actually confirm the vote. So, and the reason to use those guys is that they actually have infrastructure that sits on the internet.
Yeah, that's right. So I don't have to keep my computer running.
Right, you don't have to keep your wallet, which keeping wallets online is a dangerous proposition.
Yeah, that's right.
But let's say that I'm a stakeholder, right? I mean, I'm not technical. I know how to set up the staking and everything, following y'all's tutorials and everything, but I'm not qualified to check to make sure that last block was valid or not.
Sure. So that's actually an outstanding question. So currently, by default, it's set to yes, the prior block was valid. Some people vote no out of general principle. Good for them. They get to do that, right?
Yeah.
But what will happen is that policy, we don't have this code exactly written yet, but the idea is to actually add policy in the future where you can say, if these 4 things happen, I'm going to vote no, right? So if there's only 4 votes on it, or you could actually create a rule set to auto determine.
To auto vote for you.
Right.
Okay, so like a voting criteria.
Yep. So that is not very complicated. We just haven't had the need yet to build it.
Okay.
So, but we will do that actually.
So what's the yield on that? If I take my Decreds and go stake them and start voting, what would the return be at the moment?
At the moment, I am saying 1.6 a month.
1.6%. 1.6 per month. Okay.
So that's adds up. Yeah, so that's a good 20%.
20%. Yeah. 1.6% per month.
So where is that from newly minted coins?
That's from the staking reward.
Okay.
So that's just by putting your money on the line.
Okay.
Right?
And is that money, comes from the block rewards,
That's
right?
correct, yes.
Okay.
So the way the block reward works is 60-30-10. 60 goes to the proof of work because they have real expensive hardware that they need to run, so they get the majority of it. 30% goes to the stakeholders, so that's where this portion comes from, right? And then 10% goes to the Decred tax, or the Decred holding.
So if I were to stake my Decreds, I could get 30. I get 30% of the stakers get 30% of
and
the block
you get
rewards. That proportion.
1/5 of that.
1/5 of that.
Right, because there's going to be up to 5.
Up to 5.
Right.
All right, and that comes out to 1% per month.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
It's a pretty good. Like I said,
That's a huge incentive.
It is a huge incentive because find me a monetary instrument that has that amount of guaranteed returns.
Now, is that easy for someone to set up the staking?
Yeah,
on their own computer.
It is not as hard as it used to be. I would say that at this point, anybody with copy-paste technology should be able to do that.
Okay.
It has been simplified pretty dramatically, and we're continuing to actually make that better. So a year ago, it was pretty hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then,
why I hadn't done it. I mean,
and a lot of folks did it. So actually, I do everything on the command line, right?
Yeah.
So, but I completely get it, right? You just want a button to click, right? Buy 10 tickets, and I want these vote bits and done. But we have now all that starting to appear into the wallets. Okay. And then the only thing, the copy paste portion is you actually have to copy a key from the stake pool into the wallet.
Okay.
But we were actually working, and I don't know if this code has gone in yet, but I know we were working on it to actually physically integrate the stake pools inside the wallet. So you literally pick one and it's done for you, right? So then you don't have to do anything anymore. It's just fully automatic.
Okay.
And we are going to get there so that people can, play along.
Take another look at it then. Yes.
So for example, are you guys working on that, or if we find that wallet feature that you're talking about that includes?
I know we were working on. I just don't know if it's out yet because I don't pay that much attention to the wallets because I'm a.
Let's say for example, if we find a software agency that's reliable and
that code exists or is being actively worked on.
Oh, it's being worked on.
Yeah. Okay. So what I don't know is if we released it yet.
Oh, okay.
So I know that it was actively being worked on.
Now, when I stake my Decred tokens, do I have to join the staking pool, or can I just do it on my own computer?
Yeah, but I would recommend for the less technical to pick a staking pool and go with them.
Okay.
That is a better.
Because of the whole infrastructure, you have to set up the infrastructure,
and it's non-trivial, so that gets complicated quickly. And the security risks are large, right? Because now you got to know how to manage your wallets.
You have a hot wallet connected online, and you can get hacked.
And we're actually working on a voting-only wallet as well, so that it can only vote and you don't have to care. But that's also another one of those projects that has just not happened, right?
Yeah. Because in the Particle project, they have the cold staking, where you hold your tokens in one wallet, and then you create another wallet.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Actually, that's literally what I just said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's what we would voting only, as we call that.
Okay.
A voting only wallet that would do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So currently that doesn't exist. It's not hard. It's just
it just needs to be done.
Yeah, we just have a lot of. Well, it's not very hard, but it's you got to be real careful with what you do.
And if you guys want to see how their voting system works, you can go to their testnet and look at the proposal that Leon and I submitted, and then you guys can follow along, right? We did it as an example to show what it can do, what the community can do and not do. So regardless if the proposal gets approved or gets denied in the future, it's still a win for the entire blockchain community because we can demonstrate how a formal proposal should be done and how the community should vote on it, instead of sitting there bickering about it, arguing about it on Twitter and all that nonsense. People should vote on it and then get it implemented or not.
Right. Yeah, and I really appreciate you doing that, by the way, because we only had test proposals that were, let's call them, a little silly.
Test proposals.
Yeah, and yours was dead on. It was actually, okay, so this is what's going to cost, this is going to be the time frame. So it had all the elements. And in fact, I'm probably going to start using that, if you don't mind, as the example proposal.
That's what I did it
people.
for.
So look, these are the 5 headings that you want to put on there. And so this is how you do it.
Yeah.
So I really, truly appreciate that. And actually, maybe you should tweet it out, the link to it, so that people can actually look at it.
Okay, yeah, I'll definitely do that along with this video and put it at the bottom of this video too. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching this video, guys. If you guys like our, boots on the ground type of investing approach, where we go and talk to the actual development teams to make sure they're real people, get real information, from real people, not somebody working out of their mom's basement, then make sure you guys follow us at www.cryptocurrency.market/newsletter. and we'll look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. All right. So thanks
All
for
right.
joining us.
Thank you.
Bye bye.